What's up guys, Awesome Boston here. Welcome back to another video. Today we are back again on Pilot Training Flight Simulator for another update, and this is an absolutely insane update. So we just got a brand new revamp of one of the islands. I believe it is Grindivak, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, it is Grindivak. So yeah, this joins Greater Rockford. And the island's getting revamps. We got the Greater Rockford revamp a few months ago, maybe even a year ago. I'm not too sure. I'm almost certain I made a video on that though. So you go ahead and check that out if you like. But now we have the Grindivak revamp, and we also have quite a few more things in the update. So let's go ahead and head to the changelog to view the full update logs. So this came out on the 17th of April, which was Friday. So they updated Grindivak Island, of course. Let me check when Greater Rockford got. Yeah, I don't quite remember when Greater Rockford came out, the revamp, but whatever. I'm pretty sure you could check that up on the channel. Anyways, continuing along with this update, as I said, we got the new Grindivak Island. That island does have an eruptible volcano. They added Keflavik International, which is modeled after the real-life Keflavik Airport in Reykjavik, near Reykjavik, Iceland, a little bit outside of the city there in real life. We have Pinjari Airport, which is like a small airport where you could spawn like smaller planes. They added the DH Comet plane. So that is like an old plane from like the 40s, I'm pretty sure. They added FAQ section on the main menu. Okay, that's pretty cool. A new badge called Catch This, which I will make a separate video on how to find. I have made quite a few videos on how to find PTFS badges, and this will be no exception. So I will make a separate video on how to find that once I do find out. Airport barriers, that's pretty cool for like roleplay and whatnot. So I'm assuming like gates and whatnot at the airports. And a couple of other changes. They removed the Visit Lighthouse badge, which is actually pretty big. I got this badge like 5-6 years ago. I forgot where it was. I want to say it was on like the old Greater Rockford Island. I don't even know. It might have been on this island too. That's why they removed it. I'm not too sure. But anyways, that badge is no longer obtainable, and then updated some lighting. Let's go ahead and dive right in here. Let's spawn here on Keflavik International. So this is what the island looks like, by the way. You got the Keflavik International on the south side, Coast Guard here on the west, Tavaro here on the east, and then the new smaller airport up there. So if I spawn here, unfortunately it's nighttime, so we're not going to be able to see too well. I could use free cam actually to go ahead and showcase this airport. So this is a pretty big airport here. It does have like the terminals over here on this side of the airport, and it does have runways in like a plus shape. I'm almost certain this is how it's shaped in real life too. Yeah, almost certain. It looks very familiar. Yeah, we got the terminal and the runways a little bit far off to that side. So yeah, as I said, this is meant to model the Keflavik Airport, which is in Iceland near the capital of Reykjavik. So very nice that we have another airport modeled after a real life airport. In game, we got Tokyo Haneda Airport quite a few years ago. That was a pretty fun update. Now we have this one, very nice as well. You could spawn a bunch of commercial aircraft here. Pretty much all of them are here. We have the new DH Comet. So we have Air France BOAC, which is modeled after, I'm not too sure, and then that's a ripoff Qantas. Let me see if I can recognize this. BOAC, British, maybe it's a old British airline. Yeah, probably is an old British airline from back in those days. Anyways, actually let me just use this livery, why not? I'm going to use this livery to showcase the new DH Comet. So this is the cockpit here. Got 2 seats, actually 2 seats, yeah, for the pilot and first officer, a seat for the flight engineer, and then we have 2 additional seats here off to the side, which, can you use them? Yeah, you can. So you can fit 5 people in this cockpit. That's crazy. Wow, very nice there. And then here it's just arranged in a standard 2-to-1 configuration here. 1 class all throughout the cabin, so that's pretty nice. But yeah, let's go ahead and fly this plane out of here really quick, and let's go ahead and check the volcano. I'm not going to take off from the runway. I'm just going to take off like here real quick so we could get to showcasing the rest of this update. So I'll catch you guys now. Alright, there we go. Finally just took off from the airport there. Again, this is how it looks like. It's kind of like in a plus or X shaped depending on like the orientation that you look at it from. But yeah, this is the south side of the island. I believe the sun is coming up. Hopefully the sun comes up so we can better see what we're working with here. But On this side here, we have the Tavaro's sea base. It's pretty standard. We got a bunch of sea bases around all the islands in game. Like each major island has one of these. You could spawn the seaplanes there, which is available with the Seaplanes Game Pass. So yeah, if you have the Seaplanes Game Pass, you could spawn seaplanes. So I'm gonna just drop down here really quick. There's no more parachutes in this game. I guess not. All right. Anyways, this is the Tavaro Sea Base here, and it is becoming daytime, thankfully, so we can now better see what we're working with here. Again, that's the airport over there, and then we got this sea base. It kind of looks like a resort. You can't use the chairs, unfortunately, but it kind of looks like a nice, cool resort here. And then you can swim in water now. I forgot about that. It's super cool too. Open spawner, and again, it's just the standard 5 seaplanes that have always been in the game since this update came out. I want to say like in 2021, or maybe it might have been 2022. It was in September, I'm pretty sure. But anyways, yeah, we had these planes in the game for quite a few years. They're super cool. They can actually land on water. They've always been able to, even before the swimming in water update. But yeah, let's head over to the new airport over here, the smaller one, called I'll get it right one day. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and land over there and catch you guys once I land over there so we can give a quick tour of this airport. And then we'll show off the brand new volcano, and I believe there was another thing on the other side. Oh, I think it was just the Coast Guard base, which is pretty self-explanatory. You can just spawn the Coast Guard planes. We'll go there after this airport. Alright, we just got to this airport. It's a really small runway here. Pretty cool up here, like on a little hill / mountain. Let's see what kind of planes we can spawn here. Open spawner, all. Yeah, so we have some light aircraft here, private planes, like the King Air 260. We got the Cirrus Vision here, the Twin Otter that I was just flying. Some helicopters, some small military vehicles. So yeah, it's pretty much just like prop planes and small private jets you could spawn here. So let's just spawn the Cirrus Vision here. And I'm gonna take off from this airport, and we're gonna show off the volcano. Alright, we are now in the air. We have the brand new volcano here. Here it is. It actually has lava there on the inside. It's all like black painted around it, and there is a little shed that I will visit right now. But yeah, this is the volcano. It's on the opposite end of the island as the main international airport, and it can actually erupt, which I will describe now in a second. And of course, on the other side of the island, from the sea base, we have the Coast Guard station. As I said, literally you just are able to spawn like Coast Guard boats and maybe even Coast Guard planes. I'm not too sure what that game entails. I don't quite remember update too though, but yeah, literally just pretty much copy and paste all the other stations with a couple of helipads and like a couple of vehicle spawners. So that's that. Nothing too exciting there. And then the volcano, it does like slide down the island here, and when it does erupt, the lava will come like crashing down this little path here. Super cool for roleplays and whatnot. And there is a nice little bridge here, as you can see, and the lava kind of flows out into the ocean here. So yeah, super nice bridge there, pretty cool. And let's head up to the top right here to sea level shed, and that's where you make the lava erupt from. And there's also a couple of Easter eggs in there, so that's pretty cool. Right here, it's this red shed. You have to fly to it, I think. So you're just gonna fly a plane up here. I don't know if there's a road leading to it. I'm about to find out right now. Oh, it is. There's a road. Yeah, so you technically could drive up here. They fixed the vehicles where that it can now drive up hills, because for the longest time ever you couldn't drive vehicles up hills. It was like the most annoying thing ever. I don't know if you could drive up here. There's a road, but I don't know if the physics of the game will work. Guess we'll have to try it one day. But anyways, yeah, Volcano Research Facility. So it's got a couple of images. This is what it actually looks like when it erupts. Orange blocks will come out and smoke will like fill the sky. So if you fly near it, your screen will get like darker and whatnot. Kind of like natural disaster survival here. That's another image from the other side. Yeah, from the other side. So yeah, those are actual images of how it works. We got a couple of computers here for role play and whatnot. Another image by the ocean side, which is all the way down there, as I was mentioning. And then we got the volcano eruption testing. Literally, you just trigger an eruption, you press it, and it costs Robux. It's 175 Robux for public and 45 on private server. You could buy that as you please. And then, yep, that's the outside. You kind of just look down into it. Very, very cool here. Pretty sure that's it for this update. Let me just make sure I'm not missing anything in the change logs, and I will wrap up today's video. As I said, I will be doing the badge in a new video. Open airport barriers. Yeah, I pretty much got everything. Just the new barriers. I'm assuming you kind of just, that means, I'm assuming you kind of just open gates and whatnot at different airports around the game. So yeah, I'm going to leave it at that for this video. Really hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, don't have to smash the like button and subscribe. As always, stay safe, and alright, it's been Awesome Boston, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.